You know, I feel like if we had been making this video probably like 15, 20 years ago, it'd be a completely different story as compared to what we're going to kind of talk about today. And it's just so crazy with the influx of people that are moving into Denver. Yeah. Man, it has influenced this title so much.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to dive in a little bit today about lifestyle, activities, but what is it really like to live now? Not then, but now in Denver, Colorado.
All right, let's go. All right, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Living in Denver with your Colorado real estate family, Pete and Chelsea Sweeney.
If you guys haven't done so already, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and also the notification bell. We're doing 2 videos a week now, and you are not gonna wanna miss these new upcoming titles. So also, we're gonna put our phone number at the bottom of the screen right here. If you have any questions, feel free to call or text us. We're answering your calls every day.
Yeah, if a geese or a goose decides to jump at us during our video, then you're gonna get a pretty good laugh, but.
Like approaching us.
Like, hey.
I did not eat that, by the way. It's not my trash.
These guys decided to be our buddies today. They're
they're so cute.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're a little scary though.
Yeah.
They're unpredictable.
You never know. You never know. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we like to always approach our videos as natives, as a family, and as your local real estate agent, licensed in the state of Colorado, helping you purchase your homes. So we're going to check it out from the sky's view, and we'll be right back.
Okay, so you guys want to know what it's like to live in Denver now. Well, I think it's really important to talk about how the U.S. News and World Report says that it's the second best place to live in the U.S. Like, that's a pretty big deal. So
yeah, I mean,
obviously
that's a huge
it's
deal.
worth talking about.
Yeah.
So let's dive into it. What's the first thing people need to know about us?
I mean, so lifestyles, activities, and everything. First thing you know, if you don't know already, is we are the Mile High City, right? 5,280 feet above sea level. So we are on the higher end, but what does that mean?
We have 300 days of sunshine here too, guys. 300. We are surrounded, or I guess just to the west of us right now, we have our beautiful Rocky Mountains. So what does that mean? This is literally one of the most active states. We are super active. What?
That guy's suitcase, I thought it was the goose growling at me. I was like, he's about to leap at me. He's right over there.
Okay. Sorry.
These geese are seriously
geese are typically not that very afraid of you, but they're like really in our bubble.
I seriously thought he was growling at me. I was
they
like,
hiss, right?
Yeah, they hiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to. All right.
We got to focus on you guys now.
So super active here. Okay, I'm talking biking, hiking. Oh God. Okay, what else?
Rafting.
Summertime.
Well,
stuff.
of course, you know, leaving that Denver, but I mean, if you just walk around the Denver metro area in general, you're gonna see all kinds of people running, walking.
You're gonna see it here.
You see a path right behind us. We're recording at Sloan's Lake right now. And you'll see people kind of going all throughout here.
Yes.
And guys, that's not something that's just like a certain time of the day. It's not when people get off work. It's not this. You see people taking their lunch from work, walking to restaurants and walking different places and such. You have meetings. You have walking meetings sometimes.
Yes.
It's super cool where people get together and they'll walk while they talk.
Or hike.
I've seen
plenty of people get out there and be like, hey, like instead of going to lunch, do you want to go for a hike or a walk or whatever? And it's wonderful. Like, it's super active. And it's not just during the summertime.
No.
Like, we are active all summer long. And then they're active. You know, we're right close to the foothills, going into our beautiful Rocky Mountains, and we're seeing skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing.
Well, even if like Denver, if you're not even leaving the Denver area to go into the mountains, you got cross country. I've literally seen cross country skiers in the parks, like going across and such. It's just people here want to be healthy, they want to be active, and it's super great feeling. I'm not sure what we're ranked, but I know Denver's always like one of the top healthiest cities in the country, and it's huge. You know?
Yeah. So the second thing, like kind of that we're going to be talking about today, is how your location kind of dictates your lifestyle here in Denver, because Denver is large, and so you can be in the heart of Denver and you can be on the outskirts of Denver. So let's talk a little bit about how that would change your lifestyle.
Yeah, so I mean, here's the biggest thing is, like, of course, if you're in downtown, you're not going to need that car as often as, say, on the outskirts of downtown, right? And even if you are on the outskirts of town, there's those options like the light rail, which we've beaten like a dead horse all the time.
If you haven't checked out our other videos, you need to go do that, and you'll know what we're talking about.
We talk about it in almost every single video, and that's because it's such a huge thing in Denver right now. But your lifestyle will be dictated on where you live in the Denver area. If you're downtown, guess what? You're going to be hopping on a scooter maybe to go to work, to go to eat, and all that stuff. If you're on the outskirts, you might have to take that car. You might have to take that Uber. The great things though is, like, if you're super close, say like in the Highlands area, they have a bridge that literally connects right over I-25, which is our largest highway going north and south, straight over from the Highlands. So it's like, if you want, you could ride your bike. You could take a skateboard back to those activities, right? But where you live at is definitely dictates your lifestyle that you're going to have living in Denver, because you could say, hey, I live in Denver. All right, cool. What part of Denver, right? So we could go all the way out to Green Valley Ranch, which is your seriously, like, I call it the ultimate suburbia in Denver, because the rest of it's more older homes and such, where Green Valley Ranch is kind of like your brand new houses, your more suburbia area. That lifestyle is going to be way different as opposed to someone who wants to live straight downtown. So it's super important that if you're deciding to move here, guess what? What kind of lifestyle do I want? What kind of amenities do I want to be surrounded by? You know, do I want to have the huge walkability of living downtown, or even some of the outskirts cities of downtown? So it's something that you really need to think about, experience for yourself too, because we can sit here and tell all day long, hey, this is what this is like, this is what this is like, but you need to experience it in order to really feel, all right, you know what, this is what I love. I had a buddy who lived downtown, and it's like, we lived in the suburbs prior to that, but he's like, I want to live down here because I want to be involved in it. I want to be able to walk down from my condo and just hit the 16th Street Mall and be able to walk, the walkability. I love being down here. If I feel like, you know what, Friday night, maybe I'll go down and have a few drinks and then just walk right back up. It's a lifestyle, guys. What lifestyle are you going to choose for yourselves? And like I said, we usually approach our videos as a family. So living downtown for us, it's like, of course, we're not going to look for something like that. But the outskirts, there might be something for families that they're like, hey, cool. You know, I appreciate being so close to downtown, and at the same time, be able to have that kind of the more traditional style for your house, right? Yeah.
So speaking of which, and this isn't always true, okay? We're kind of making a blanket statement here, but you know, because we do have that kind of louder, more accessible walkability of downtown Denver, we do start to see a younger population. So you need, as far as lifestyle goes, like, it is a little younger, you know, we see younger crowds. And what does that mean for us as far as activities and lifestyle? Well, obviously, like, we have a pretty rowdy nightlife in Denver, you know? And I mean, you've got the bars, and you kind of have two different type of people, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
it's like two different type of people. Like, one being like again, I'm not stereotyping. I'm just going to try to paint a... No way! Okay, if you don't follow us yet, you should, because there's this, like, humor about everywhere we go.
We always attract the damn lawn guys.
Follow us.
He's cruising.
And we're not gonna talk about it anymore.
We're not gonna,
because that's gonna encourage you to go look at every other video we've ever done, even in a parking lot. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying?
You're talking about the bougie compared to
the two different types of people. So again, I'm not trying to generalize, but I kind of need to paint a picture here, right? So we've got our younger, and they're not even younger, but more chill atmosphere of like people who love breweries and like gathering in the park and like kind of just doing those kind of activities. And then we have like our working class of like the people who they just got done working downtown, they're wearing their nice suit, tie kind of thing, and they're going and hitting these bougie restaurants with like kind of our foodies, like our really
like your after hours
local,
happy hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're going out, you get kind of most people fit into those little places, and you know, as soon as you get to kind of downtown. So obviously their lifestyle looks really different, right? But those are kind of the type of people, like if you're looking at like, hey, what does this lifestyle look like? It really depends on the type of person you are, but I can tell you right now that that's kind of what's filling up our Denver and kind of like those little outskirts and popular neighborhoods, which we're going to do a video on, so go check that out because that really ties into this. But again, just a lot of different kinds of people, those being kind of the major ones of Denver. And then of course you got your families, but you're starting to see a little bit of a younger population.
Yeah, of course. Like, so more downtown, it's a lot younger of a population. It's because they don't really have the family ties as associated to kind of the outskirts of Denver, right? So like us personally, like we've talked about this so many times, how we live more north of here in the suburbs of Denver metro area. But I mean, if we're to live downtown, I'd prefer being somewhere more like the Highlands, where you know we do have the traditional houses. We don't have to worry about the downtown chaoticness with our kids and stuff, as we would, or chaoticness. What the heck? Did I just make a word up? Chaos. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. So it's like kind of just picking and choosing. Like, so we always approach this as a family. So like us personally, it's like I'd rather live somewhere like the Highlands, maybe even Wash Park and such, where you know they do have great activities for families, where you can go out to the park. You know, Wash Park, they have like they shut down almost the entire park. Was it Sundays? They do volleyball, right? And so it's like the entire park is full of volleyball nets. Yes, a lot of it is, you know, kind of your.
Now he's just messing with us.
He's
literally just driving around the lake.
Oh yeah, he's poking us for sure. Okay. So that's what it's all about. What is your what is your, what am I trying to say?
What kind of lifestyle do you desire, and what does your situation look like?
Or what is it that you need? You know, because if you're a family, living downtown might be a little bit different as opposed to living in the Highlands as far as activities for your kids and such.
And it
do you really want your kid
Denver
to be locked up in there in a condo or whatever downtown all day, or would you rather have more out in a neighborhood where you have a beautiful park like this, you have a lake? And so it's really kind of figuring out what kind of lifestyle and activities that you would like for yourself in whatever position of life you're in, right?
Yeah, because they're all Denver, right? So
of course,
when people are like, I'm in Denver, I mean, you can serve so many different types of
lifestyles
lifestyles in Denver.
So you can't just throw that entire.
So it really comes down to neighborhoods and stuff. And again, I know I just talked about this, but we are hitting on neighborhoods. It's a great video, so make sure you go check that out. Okay, so obviously with Denver getting a lot more popular and growing, I mean, there's a reason people are moving here. Talk a little bit about the pricing, that like how would it cost around here? Yeah,
so even with Denver being one of the top most popular cities to move to, I'd say probably in the last 8 to 10 years, somewhere right around there. We're still reasonably cheap compared to a lot of these other larger cities, so like Washington, D.C., Seattle. Portland, I'd say we're pretty similar. They're still a little bit higher, but we are still a little bit cheaper in regards to real estate and in regards to our state income tax and such. And that's nice to know that you could be somewhere so popular, so desired right now in the country, and still kind of have a lower price point, right?
There's a reason people are moving here and paying cash for things.
Yeah, exactly, So, and it's not as congested as a lot of these other places that I mentioned either. So we don't have that congestion yet, which is super nice. You know, we still have the traffic and stuff like most other larger cities. I know we don't have it near as bad as like somewhere like Philly, but at the same point, it's just so nice that you have a city that's kind of up and coming and be able to take advantage of that. And who knows if it's going to get as large as, like, say, somewhere like Philadelphia or anything like that. I don't think it will, just because of kind of the proximity of Denver in itself, how there's a lot of, you know, surrounding neighborhoods that are more suburbia status. That growth really isn't there. But
the funny thing is because like you talking right now, being as non-biased as you are, from a local's perspective, we've grown exponentially. Like we used to have traffic hours, okay? And that's like unheard of in large cities, okay? But we did, okay? We had the 8 to 9.
Like you knew, well, you knew that like from like 3 to 5, you're going to be running into rush hour. Where now it's like noon, and you're like, what the hell? What's rush hour?
Does nobody work around here?
But then there's times where it's like 5 o'clock in the evening, and you're like, there's no traffic.
Yeah, but so I'm just saying, in comparison to these large cities, like. Locals are like, a lot of people are moving here. We have a lot of traffic. People coming from large cities that are way more expensive are like, what? Your traffic is like lovely, you know? And we're like, no. So it really, he's giving you a very non-biased, like kind of in comparison to these larger cities. Talk to locals, you're going to hear a very different story. But you have to understand, we had all those things that, you know, as we're growing, those things are starting to become a little bit more like a larger city, but we still have the cheaper pricing. So, and the crime stuff?
The crime rate, so like U.S. News and World Report said that we're 7.2 out of 10. So 10 is kind of your best crime cities, and so we're 7.2. We're up there. Like, crime's not that bad in Denver, which is great. You know, it's awesome that you kind of come here. You don't have to worry too much about that crime rate.
Don't watch the news. no matter what you
the news
watch.
just always like reports
Because it
negative
sounds
crap.
horrible. It
It's
sounds like Denver's the worst.
You could have the best city in the world with like no crime whatsoever. The news will
They'll
still find that
it.
negative
They'll
thing.
find it. So
You can tell I don't like the news.
yeah, we're not big news watchers.
Yeah.
We're like, we just speak from knowledge
we're
and
a glass
native.
half full kind of people.
Dad, your daughter is a junkie and I'm into a bag.
Well, what can I say? You know, glass half full kind of guy.
I'm just saying, like, we could tell you the crime rate is low and you can turn around, you know, if you want to battle it, go ahead. We love your comments, so come on in here. But, you know, in the news.
We've been getting a lot of that lately.
We've been getting a
People
little.
in cities are like, wait a second.
Yeah, we
You didn't
love
tell them
it.
about the trains running 5 times a day. And I'm like, whoa, dude.
All right.
All right.
We can talk about the train if you want. Like, that's fine. You know, if you know things about this that you think are going to add, say you're from here and you're watching this, bring it on. If you want to talk about it and start a conversation about the things you know, we're just trying to inform people and we would love your perspective. So please, we welcome the comments. So bring them in. Bring them in here. Okay, so did we talk about income tax as far as...
Yeah, so I mean, Colorado state income tax is a 4.5%. Like I said, that's something you really need to know with your lifestyle because are going to be paying more or less in taxes. From kind of what I've seen is we do have a lower state income tax, of course. No state income tax like Florida, Texas, and all those is much better. But at the same time, it's great to know that we have a lower, and it's a flat tax rate too, so you don't have to worry about the progressiveness of it going up or down depending on how much you make.
Yeah, so again, kind of tying some of this back into some lifestyle and stuff, you know, Denver has a ton of employment opportunities too. So, you know, depending on where you work or what your profession is, it's going to probably dictate where your location is kind of what your lifestyle is all revolved around, right? Which is our careers. And so,
well, yeah, I feel like the two biggest reasons that someone would want to move out of their state is A, job opportunity or some type of a job relocation, or B, they just want something different. They're like, you know, I'm sick of growing up and living where I was. I want some change.
So long, boys! I'll send you a postcard from Paradise Falls.
Yeah, and we have those both here, right? We have a ton of employment opportunities. I mean, we have a Fortune 500 company headquarter here, DaVita Dialysis, down in Denver, and that employs a ton of people. And so we have a lot of opportunities for jobs here. And we also have all the fun things of activities and change. And you pretty much, I mean, this is not a cookie cutter state. Like, we have pretty much something for everybody. And so it's a great place to seek change, right? We have the summer, we have all the seasons, we have the mountains, we don't have an ocean, which is why we had to buy a property where there was an ocean. But we have lakes. Not this lake. Don't swim in this lake.
Hey, what's funny?
The locals will tell you.
We used to wakeboard in this lake, and it's like every time you never wanted to go down because it's so you could touch the bottom of it, and you're like, I don't know what's down there.
What is that, honey? On your ear. What's on your ear? What is that?
Oh, it's an ear!
Look, James. Found a dart.
Are you crazy?
Oh my God! Everybody on a football
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Locals will tell you.
They stopped. So
Lake
they
is
stopped motorized vehicles on it. I think it was like 2 years ago. I know because my friend was super pissed off about it because this is his favorite lake to go to because it was so cheap to wakeboard on. But yeah, it just.
You're gonna have to take a shower after this lake.
Maybe
but
a penicillin
it's
shot.
a really beautiful, beautiful lake to run around, obviously. So we do have larger lakes that are a little less sketch, but we don't have oceans here. But other than that, we have it all. So as far as
we have
lifestyle,
some of the best skiing in the world. People come worldwide to check out our slopes. People even come worldwide for our rafting and our kayaking too. It's like we have some great rivers, the Colorado River, that you could just go and have a ton of fun on if that's what you want to do.
Well, the funny thing, when you were just talking about that, I was thinking about the whole skiing thing. Like, even our ski slopes, we have so many options that it will fit your lifestyle. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, we've got, like, we're kind of 3 mountain people. And then there's 5 mountain people. Like, there are different lifestyles and different groups of people at each ski slope, even. You know what I mean? Like,
if you go somewhere
crazy.
like, it's more the out kind of people visiting into Colorado, they're going to the Breckenridges, the Vales and stuff. Copper is starting to get a little bit more like that, but
Yep.
that's always been kind of our favorite just because it was more of a local
Or
spot.
like A Basin.
A
like
Basin's
something, like, a little
cool.
smaller.
Yeah, I mean, you could go like straight up local and go to Eldora, which is
Yeah.
like straight up. That is like the local hotspot for sure.
But
so.
isn't that funny? Like even our ski slopes have lifestyles and different type of people. Like
Yeah.
it's literally a ski slope for you. Like
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that should be their slogan.
Well-
There's a ski slope for you.
Well, what is it?
Commercial.
Epic Mountain is like just straight freaking just trick park or whatever it is.
Oh really? I
Yeah,
didn't
for
even know
skiing.
that.
Oh yeah.
That's because I'm not good. That's probably why I didn't know that. Peter, okay, quick story, and I won't digress. But the first time Peter took me snowboarding, I was a skier, okay? Peter took me snowboarding and he's like, all right, let's go. And I'm like, okay, cool, like, that's fine. And I was like, oh wait, this says no beginner's terrain. And it has like black and like diamonds. Okay, at the time I'm like, I don't know, this looks really sketch. And he's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, okay, cool, like we're still dating. I don't even know if we're dating yet. We might just be friends. Maybe that's why he didn't kill you. He takes me down this double, he didn't just take me down the double black diamond, no beginner's terrain. By the way, I don't know how to carve yet, okay? He takes me down the back bowls with like moguls. Like, what is wrong with, like he's lucky. I actually, like my board unsnapped and I broke it and I cried really
yeah,
hard.
her
I had
brand new
to, like,
board. It was like the first time she ever rode it.
yeah, jerk alert over here. Anyways, I kept him anyways. He keeps me on the edge. But just saying, there's pretty much anything, wherever you want in the mountains, we have it. We have lifestyles all across the board. Okay.
All right, so
Coming back.
So one big thing that you really need to take into consideration with your lifestyle in Denver is our weather.
Yes.
Right? So it's like if you're somewhere like, say, Florida or somewhere more south, you don't have to worry about snow. Here you do. You have to
Yes.
worry about the fact that they're going to have to plow the streets before you get on them. All the good things like that. That's going to heavily affect your lifestyle because if you're not used to snow, if you're not used to the weather that we get here, the coldness and everything, it's going to be a huge culture shock because guess what? You better go buy that coat.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm not talking like, you know, a little windbreaker or nothing like that. It's like, you better go buy your stuff that's multi-layered.
Hey. How many sweaters you got on? Oh, 4.
Like, you know.
There's
so.
a reason they like, it's funny though, because it is a reason that coats detach. Like, you know how they have multiple layers and they like zip into each other?
Yeah.
This is literally made for Colorado.
Oh,
because
yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
it'll be super cold and you got like all the things zipped together, like all the way up.
So I got a good buddy who moved to San Diego and he moved from Denver and he said the best thing that ever happened to him when he moved to San Diego is he got to get rid of half of his clothes because it's like you don't have to
Yeah.
wear any winter clothes anymore.
Right.
So he's
Yes.
like, yeah, he's like my closet's so small now. And it's like, well, yeah, San Diego's like same weather year round. You
Yeah.
got rainy season, but
Well, and
yeah.
yesterday it was like 90 and today it's like 60,
Yeah.
which I love fall. Like we're feeling fall soon here,
Yeah.
guys. If I
Gotta
mean,
wear
this is gonna
jeans.
be,
I hate
is this gonna be
jeans.
our first fall on our channel? You hate jeans?
I don't like wearing jeans.
That's so funny.
I'm a shorts and
I have,
t-shirt
see, I'm
kind
a
of
girl,
guy.
so I get to just throw on some leggings, which is the mom's dream.
Yep.
All
yep.
you moms, holler out there. Mom leggings. Anyways,
hear
or
crickets. It's like,
non-moms.
cricket, cricket.
Yeah, right. They're all like, say it, sister.
The what?
all my babes are like, I have a women's group. All my babes are like, yes, like leggings for life. Okay, sorry. Anyways, the weather. So
Yeah.
you're gonna be, you need to get up and you need to get prepared for, if you don't have a garage, you're tacking that into your lifestyle each day.
Because you're having to clean your windshield.
You got to clean your windshield.
Yep.
If you're buying a house, you got to think about which way it's facing, okay? And I know that says our lifestyle is very different than Dave's across the street, okay?
Yep. Because we have a south-facing house.
Yes.
So the sun hits our driveway. The other end, you're going to be shoveling.
He's shoveling for
Yep.
a long time, and we
Yep.
feel really bad. Like we,
Yep.
we should like bring him cookies or coffee or something. But his lifestyle
Give
is
him some
very
moral
different
support.
than
You
ours.
got this, Dave. Go.
I pretty much do that to him. Like, hi, Dave. Also feeling really bad. Hi, Dave. Anyway, so yes, snow, it's going to change your commute. It's going to change how you insure your car. It's going to change, I mean, everything, right? I mean,
course.
your wardrobe and like all the different things. But
Yep.
people love Denver because we have all the seasons. It
All the
is
seasons.
gorgeous.
Experience all the seasons,
It
like
is-
full
oh.
on. Yeah.
We were just up in Grand Junction this last weekend for
Yep.
Peter's birthday, and oh my God, wasn't it stunning? The
Yeah.
people come here to see our fall. I mean, I think they come here for winter and everything, but fall in our Rocky Mountains is the most gorgeous.
And it was
thing.
just starting too, and it's just like
yeah,
the
we
way
were a
that the
little
sun
early.
hits those aspen trees, it just like
It glows
Yeah.
on the mountain. It looks like it's just shimmering gold. It's stunning, guys. So like, just saying, we have all the seasons.
Yep.
You can enjoy every single one of them. There's something to do in every single one of our seasons.
That's true.
But there still affects our lifestyle for sure.
It does.
You're gonna be changing. You can't just be like have one size fits all. Your whole wardrobe is gonna look different.
Hey, motorcycle. Actually, here's the thing. So people would think, oh, you know what? Snows all the time. I can only drive my motorcycle half year, whatever it is.
No.
No. It's like as long as there's not snow on the ground, maybe throw on those gloves with some heaters in them or something. But when I had a motorcycle, guess what? I rode it year round. As long as there wasn't any moisture on the roads.
Yep.
Sure. Why
Safety
not?
first.
Yep. Safety first is always safety first. I was always safe on my motorcycle.
Try to get another motorcycle
Come on now.
already. Oh God.
All right. So
Hopefully that's helpful in deciding what it's like and what your lifestyle activities, what it looks like to be here in Denver. 2021. If you guys have any suggestions on videos or topics, or you want us to dive in a little deeper, please let us know. We've had a couple of requests. We absolutely love it, and we love squeezing in those titles before our scheduled ones. We make you a priority, so let us know if there's something you want us to dive into.
Yeah, guys. I mean, here's the thing: is I found out like a new passion kind of making these videos for you guys. I love just kind of sharing this info, and then also kind of helping you guys when you're moving into Colorado. It's like, where am I going to live? And so when I kind of talked with you, those of you who are reaching out to us about purchasing in Colorado, I love sharing the wealth of knowledge with you guys and being able to help you through the process, because it's really hard kind of walking into something blindsided, not really knowing what you're looking into, unless maybe you used to come here for the summers or who knows. But at the same time, kind of being able to say, hey, you know, I think this might be better for you. This area is great, this whatever. So it's just been so great, guys, and it's just like we appreciate all the support on your end.
Big thank you
all day,
for
every day.
sure. And again, we love connecting with you. We love feeling like you already know us. We bring our true authentic self to these videos, and so
Real too much.
Yeah, probably we're probably building fans and non-fans, but we really just come to you truly ourselves, and we just want to be able to serve you in the real estate world as well, finding your home or maybe investment or whatever it may be. Like, we want to be those people that you can love and trust, and we really appreciate you taking the time to watch. So
all right, guys, until next time, we love you.
bye. We can answer it for you.
Yeah, guys, I mean, here's the biggest
I
thing.
can't say that. So feel free if you want to text or call us with any questions. We are answering your phone calls every single day.
Yeah, guys, for those of us, local real estate agent licensed in the state of Colorado, helping you purchase your homes in.
Are they gonna come closer?
Hey, bud. He's like, oh, hey.
He like, oh God, hi.
Yep.
He like, where?
Up there.
Can you see his butt? Here, where's my hand?
Like.
Where'd he go? Where is he? Is he still there?
No, he's gone.
Oh Lord, everything's backwards.
Oh, yeah,
Is he like? He's like not afraid of you,
I know.
which I'm like. He feels like our dog, our pet. He is our pet. I shall call him Squishy.